All right, it's set number 4 and only one more win for PvP's friends to progress to the semifinals.
Yeah, and the PvP obviously starting up north here with a slightly lighter setup than their opponents. They got Icewater with his T69 and you got Batman with a 1390. On the other side, you got the Sirius with 1390, but you got two Ice-3s.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So a slightly heavier setup from the Immortals, and look at that. It looks like, well, PvP...
Yeah, PvP definitely moving for that eastern edge of the map. It's pretty common for, I mean, usually we see both teams kind of go for the area. However, this time around, PvP is going for that area, and their opponents, the Immortals, going for the western edge of the map.
Yeah, I think they're just going to go for a more traditional defensive setup to the west.
Yeah.
I'm not really quite sure they're gonna push up north quite yet. I think they're just going to spread out to the western base and just try to cover up their starting position.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of interesting to see the Immortals actually go for a western edge push. I feel like with that setup they have, you know, they can afford to take the fight to PvP due to their, you know, heavily more armored tanks and you know, slightly more firepower. So I mean, it could be kind of like a mind game kind of strategy. They're kind of pulling, you know, go to the western edge and then maybe swoop back around, or, you know, come from the north. But, you know, we'll definitely have to see. Oh, and a T1 also gets taken out on the Immortals team, so a slight bit of vision gonna get denied right there. But yeah, I mean, these are really opposing strategies right now. The Immortals way down in the southwestern corner, whereas their opponents PvP way up in the northeast. So I mean, they're on like the two different corners of the map.
Indeed they are.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be quite a long time until we actually see a full-on engagement. Right now, it's gonna take.
Oh, you know what? Like, actually, they might meet up like quite soon here to the western front. Yes, they have.
It's a T1, I think, though.
Yeah, it is a T1. Commander Morte is gonna go down right here. So, but at least, like, yeah, that western kind of push has been compromised to a certain degree.
Yeah, and you can see them actually backing out slightly right there due to that vision being, yeah, like you said, compromised. In PvP, they have slowly moved down a little bit south on the eastern edge. I think it might be their T. No, it's not their T69. It's actually one of their lighter forces gonna go down to that.
Yeah, it's probably either
Batman
or Dustin.
Yeah.
Dustin with the ball here. But, well, you know, the Immortals quite happy to just keep on pushing to the west.
Yep.
I believe they only left like maybe one of their Ice-3s or one of their 5100 to
probably a 5100. Right. It was Savage. Yeah. So yeah, one of their AMX-50s are back at the base. So I mean, because if you leave your AMX-50 back there, then you might be able to get some shots, like, you know, across the map. I mean, it's gonna be hard to actually pull it off, but it's better than, you know, keeping back an IS-3 and, you know, not even being able to make the shot at all.
Indeed.
Yeah, so they are
and quite traditionally, like, whoever starts down south, you know, you always camp up that last T1 of yours to the south of the southern starting position, just in case a push happens. So, yeah, it's Unreal Rogue with his light tract, who's like pretty much camped to the southeast up that ridge, right below his starting position.
Yeah. Oh, but he gets taken out by Batman.
He does.
Both the scouts on the Immortals team gets taken out.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
you know what? That really actually might prove quite costly for the Immortals, because usually that T1 that's camping up, like hiding in that ridge, usually saves crucial base captures.
Yeah.
Or at least delays it just long enough for cover to actually come back. So it might prove a little detrimental. However, it looks like the Immortals are not going to wait for this. They're really pushing hard on the enemy base, but honestly, that's kind of too risky. If they just like squat that starting position, they're gonna get shot from all sides.
Yeah, they definitely a risky play coming out. I mean, I like how they're taking the fight to PvP right now. They're not waiting for PvP to slowly creep up on them. So I really like their strategy. However, it's really just gonna come down to how PvP just come back to defense. If PvP rush it, then definitely they could be in a little bit of trouble. But if PvP just plays,
look,
like
they're completely
PvP,
surrounded though. Just look at the angle of fire here from Gauvin, Little Mac, and Icewater. They don't even have to rush it. They just know that a single shot would be enough to delay this. So yeah, Icewater taking some damage, but so did Iron Buzz. And look at that Batman just right there to cover. Oh, although a really nice shot coming from Iron Buzz though, taking about half hit
Go,
points. And look at
Gawain.
that, Gauvin as well, just really down. So yes, well, I stand corrected because right now the Sirius is actually providing really nice cover fire up
Same with
northeast.
the same X50. That's going to the
Exactly.
eastern edge.
Yeah. So definitely a really nice job so far from the Immortals. They're really standing their ground well, and PNL and Iron Buzz not taking that much damage just yet.
Yeah, they have to take out one of these heavy forces on PvP side if they want to keep this position right now. They got one of the members extremely low. Yeah, look at Gawain right there, taking down to about 130 health. One shot will actually kill him. The Seer's going to move in to try and take this out, and he
does. He manages to get the kill, so that's an 8-tier point advantage, and not the least actually, because yeah, that's a 5100 that just went down.
Yep, and Batman and Ace Shooter here taking on Savange 2v1. Savange is of course in an AMX50, so I mean, if he runs out of ammunition, then he could be in a little bit of trouble due to that extremely long reloading time. And Ace Shooter, oh my god, almost going down right now. Savange with, he might be reloading, I don't know actually. He might have one more shot remaining as well, so Savange, yeah.
Oh, Savange probably gonna get taken down. Yeah, he does. Ice Water taking care of him. Ice Water who's still alive.
Look at the base capture. Oh my god, 1 second.
Oh, that's just gonna be enough, and yes,
Oh,
that's
wow.
a successful base capture.